Hello, welcome to yoga. We are going to have a really good stretch today, as well as, I'm going to sneak in some strength because that will be fun. We are going to get started just by simply sitting back on our toes. So we're going to sit back on our toes. We're just going to take our hands forward and we're just going to think here about lengthening the spine. So take the forearms down and we're just going to pause here. If this feels uncomfortable for you, then you can come into a child's pose. That's perfect. If you are happy to sit like this, then great. We're going to stretch the underside of our feet. Okay, and we're going to start there because our feet are the connection to earth and we are going to become very grateful for that. So whilst we're here, we're going to close off the eyes if you're comfortable to do so. We're going to start to think about our breathing. So breathing into the front body, noticing that feeling, allowing the belly to hang down and then release. And then changing our focus to breathe into the back body and then releasing. And just playing around with your breath just for a moment, just feeling where it goes. Does it stay just in the chest? Does it head towards the belly? Just noticing the feeling and the different types of breath that you have. Feeling the ribs expand and soften. Maybe feeling that breath into the back body, almost right down into that lumbar spine. So really feeling the extension and spread of the ribs through the back, and then the closing off again. Being mindful of the breath we have, where as it comes and as it goes. And then from here, just flatten the toes out. Come into a child's pose. You can take the hands down as a little pillow if you want to keep yourself into a tight ball, or you can take the hands behind you if that is comfortable, entirely up to you. And we're just going to start some even breathing. Really nice, controlled breathing that matches your pattern. If it doesn't match mine, that is fine. So here we go. Let's take an inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feeling the chest press against the thighs. Feeling that breath come into the back body. And then soften through the front body. At this point, you might just want to pay attention to the breath, or you might want to set yourself an intention for today's practice. Your choice. No pressure. Just being here in the moment, feeling that connection to the earth. From here, we're going to come up into a tabletop position. Take the knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Just going to start to move into a cat-cow position. Let's start with the traditional one as we take an inhale. We're going to dip the tummy, extend the chest, the throat up as the gaze lifts. And then taking the movement from the pelvis, start to round through the spine. Take the gaze down between the hands or maybe back towards the knees. Working with your own breath. Rounding the spine, opening through the chest. And then maybe starting to take a little bit of a rock forward and backwards over the knees and over the wrists. And then maybe coming back into a child's pose, bending at the elbows, coming down and then pushing all the way back up. Nice and slowly, just extending through the body, bit by bit. Really enjoying that feeling of everything working. You're probably going to start to feel this through your arms, through your biceps, through your shoulders. If it gets a little bit too much, then mix it up. Go back to your traditional cat-cow. When you're ready, pause at the top. We're now going to take some circulars. So bend through the elbows, drop the chest down, and imagine that you are drawing a circle with your butt, okay? So really moving through the spine, allowing the shoulders, the elbows to move, the wrists to move, and then returning in the other direction. Enjoying that fluid motion, knowing that there's no rules here, just do what feels good. And then when you're ready, pausing back at the top. Okay, from here, we're going to extend that right leg away. Push through the heel, keep the hips level. Take the gaze between the hands, neck is nice and long. From here, let's lift through that heel. Draw some nice big circles with that big toe. Okay, keep control. All the work is coming through the glute. And then make that circle smaller. Tiny circle. Lots of control through that core. And then take it in the other direction. Tiny circles to start with. Increasing, getting bigger each time. Finding that control through the core. And then through that outer glute. And through our big glute. Gluteus maximus. Fun word. Okay, and then pausing there, keeping the right leg lifted, extend that left arm away. And then let's take it wide. Right leg's going to come wide, left arm wide. Draw that belly in super tight. Bring it back to center. Take it wide again. Keep the body down the center line. Back to center. Last one here, take it wide. And then back to center. Draw knee to elbow, bring it in, send it away. Bring it in and send it away. Bring it in and send it away. That's enough of that. Left hand comes down, right knee comes down. Let's find a gate pose. Let's open through that side body. Right foot comes away as it kicks down, left leg comes long. Reach that left arm all the way over. Really find that openness through the body. Left fingers coming to wherever is comfortable, maybe reaching towards that front wall. Push down through the pinky edge side of that left foot. Take the gaze towards the ceiling if it feels good. And then those nice, deep, even, smooth breaths. If you're happy here, then perfect. If you want a little bit of core work, let's bring elbow towards the knee. Crunch it in. Send it away. Keep that left leg lifted. Bring it in. Send it away. We'll go for 3 more. Bring it in. Send it away. 2 more. Bring it in. Send it away. Last one. Bring it in. Send it away. Can we hover here? Left leg comes down. Final stretch. Left hand comes down. Take the feet together. The knees go wide. Find a wide-legged child's pose. Allow the bottom to come back onto the heels. Walk the hands forward. Really think about that stretch through the shoulder space. Push down through the fingertips and lift the palms. Get a little bit more space. With the forehead down, think about just bringing the chin ever so slightly in towards the chest to lengthen that neck. Nice deep breaths as you let the belly fall between the legs. Okay, let's come back up into our table. Hands underneath shoulders and knees underneath hips. Extend that left leg away. Push through that left heel. belly comes under. It's good training because you know where we're going. So belly's coming under. Nice strong core. Find that length through the back of that left leg. Okay, let's lift that left leg this time. Here we go. We're going to take some nice big circles with that leg. Imagine you're drawing that circle with the big toe. And those circles are going to get smaller. Working into the core, into the glute muscles. And then pausing, taking tiny circles in the other direction. Bigger and bigger, keeping that core strong and body is nice and stable. Okay, pause there, keep that left leg lifted. Draw the belly in and down, extend that right arm away from you. Take the gaze down between the hands. Okay, here we go. We're going to take it wide. Right arm comes wide, left leg comes wide. Body stays down the center line, back to center. We're going to go for 3, so only 2 more. Let's take it wide. And back to center. Last one, take it wide. And back to center. Draw the knee to elbow. And away. Knee to elbow. And away. Knee to elbow. And away. Right hand comes down, left knee comes down. Kickstand that left foot. And extend the right leg away. Find a gate pose as you bring that right arm all the way over the top towards that front wall. Find that stretch all the way down that right side body. Push down through the pinky edge side of that right foot. Take some nice deep breaths here. Hang out here if you want a little bit of core work. Let's take that right elbow to meet that lifting right for 1. Extend for 2. Extend, we're going 5, bring it in for 3, and 4, and 5. This time keep it lifted, and lower. Enjoy that last stretch. Nice free expression of movement. Right hand's going to come down, right knee's going to come down. Take the feet together, take the knees nice and wide, and then find yourself into a wide-legged child's pose. Walk those hands away, sink the chest down. Noticing that belly hanging between the legs as you exhale, inhale, take those lovely deep breaths. And then slowly bringing those knees back underneath the hips, come back into a table. From here, let's tuck the toes, engage the core, and hover the knees. Okay, we're going to pause here for a minute. We'll extend that right leg away. Bring it back in. Extend the left leg away. Bring it back in. This time round, send chest to thighs, and then send the bottom high. Pedaling up those heels 1 at a time, finding your down dog. Nice and carefully wiggling through the bottom, releasing the lower back. Maybe an opportunity to just shake the head. No, nod the head, yes. And then pause in your down dog. We're going to lift that right hand. We're going to take the right hand towards the back of that left calf and then draw the chest round to the left-hand side. Switch out, right hand comes down. From here, left hand is going to lift. Take left hand towards the back of that left calf or ankle, whatever you can reach. Draw the chest round to that right side. Left hand comes down. From here, let's take the right leg high, reach the toes to the ceiling. Relax through the neck, push the hands down into the mat. Wrap those triceps round. Drop the back knee so we can take that right foot towards the bottom, push through the hips. Really open the hips to the right side. Let's take that right knee high on the right elbow to the left elbow, over to the right, come back into your three-legged dog. From here, that right foot is going to come through the hands, coming up into a high lunge. Ooh. Nice and strong. Keep a nice bend into that right knee. And then if you need to widen the stance so that you're not wobbling like I am, do. Think train tracks rather than tightrope. Push back through the back heel, nice straight back leg, and then keep that core strong. We're going to take the arms up, take the fingertips together, interlace the fingers, release the pointer fingers. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and then exhale, take a little bit of a back bend. Think about lifting the chest towards the ceiling. From here, take the hands to the hips. We're going to drop that left knee down. We're going to hover. We're just hovering, it's no biggie. Squeeze to lift. Take that back knee down, just hover. Squeeze to lift. Last one here. I'm going to take that back knee and hover. Untuck those, drop the back knee down and untuck the toes. From here, take the hands high. Roll those pinky fingers in towards one another. From here, we'll take those, we move those shoulders back and down. Thinking about the inhales as we lift the chest and the chin to the ceiling. And then on those exhales, those hips move forward and down. Taking a lovely back bend here. We're going to extend to the right side. Left hand is going to come to the outside of that right knee. Right hand is going to come behind us. Reach towards that back wall as you draw the ribs round to the right side. Coming all the way back round. If you've got yourself a block, keep your block by your right side. From here, we're going to bend that left foot in and then really have that nice deep hip flexor stretch on the left side. Think about rolling that left shoulder back. If this doesn't feel great because you're living in a slightly tighter body today, use a strap to bring that foot in towards you or simply skip it. Okay, lowering that left foot down. From here, we're going to take that left arm up and then just reach over to that right hand side. From here, let's take the weight back over that left knee, toes on the right side come up towards the ceiling. Keep those hips nice and level, and then take that lift and then begin to fold from the hips. Always thinking about that lovely long spine. Using a block for a bit of stability if that feels good. Keep drawing that left hip in line with the right. And then placing the right foot down. You're going to need that block on the other side shortly. Hands come down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Take the right foot back to join the left in your down dog, and then pedal out the heels. All right, left leg is going to lift nice and high. Open the hips to the left, drop that left foot towards the bottom, squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward. Find that stretch down that front side body. Allow the glutes to squeeze to find that groin stretch and that quad stretch. And then that left knee is going to come forward, high on the left elbow, to the right elbow, to the left elbow, back to your three-legged dog. Neck nice and loose. That left foot is going to come through the hands. Once it's here, come up into your train track for your high lunge. Okay, front knee is bent over, ankle, push back through that back heel. Here we go, take the arms high, interlace the fingers, release the pointer fingers and lift those up towards the ceiling. On that inhale, lifting high. On the exhale, trace a line with the fingertips towards that back corner. This is a small movement. It's a visualization towards the back corner. I don't expect anyone to be there. Imagining that chin and the chest lifting towards the ceiling. And then releasing off, taking the hands to the hips. I'm going to drop that back knee down and lift. When I say drop it down, what I mean is hover. Should have been really clear. Okay, dropping that back knee down, we're going to hover. Squeeze to lift. Last one. Drop that back knee down and hover. Undrop the knee down, untuck the toes. Take the hands high, roll in those pinky fingers, roll those shoulders back and down, find space around the ears. Inhale, lift, lengthen, bring the chest to the ceiling, find space. And then as you exhale, lower down, thinking those hips moving forward. Okay, from here, we're going to take that right hand to the outside of that left leg. Extend the left arm behind you, gazing over those left fingertips. And then coming all the way back round. From here, if you've got your block, use it as a little bit of stability. Draw that right foot in towards the bottom. Use a strap if you need to. Roll that right shoulder back. And then imagine those hips moving forward and down as you start to push those hips forward, finding that quad stretch. Always an option to use a strap to bring that right foot in towards you. Releasing that foot. Left hand is stuck on that block still. We're going to lift the right arm up, reach towards the ceiling, and then take a side bend, reaching those right fingertips to the left wall, opening through that right side body. And then bringing yourself back to center. We're going to shift the weight back over that right knee and take the toes on that left leg up towards the ceiling. From here, let's get those hips in alignment. So keeping those hands on the hips, we're going to inhale, lift and lengthen, and then hinge from the hips. As you do that, use the block for a little bit of stability. It makes you feel more comfortable. Bring the chin towards the top of your mat as you keep the length in your spine. Keep drawing left hip in, making sure that those hips stay level. Okay, one more breath here. Find that length. Exhale, come a little bit lower. And then bend through that left knee, foot comes flat. Get rid of the block. Hands are going to come down, tuck the back toes, lift through the back knee, take the left foot back to join the right, find a plank pose. Always an option to drop to the knees if you need to. Your plank should be strong. Push back with the heels. Glutes are strong. Think about those kneecaps as if the backs of the knees are lifting to the ceiling. Push those hands down into the mat. Separate those shoulder blades. Core should be strong. Inhale the weight forward. Elbows close to the body as you lower down. Untuck the toes. From here, take the hands, just a light grip. As we take an inhale, we're going to hover the hands. They're going to lift. We might want to join the feet in two. As we exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Imagine your belly button moving towards the top of your mat. So you're not crunching into the spine, but lengthening forward. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower down. Take the hands behind you, bend those feet in, take the shoelace side of the feet. This time round, same again, but as we lift, we're going to lift the thighs off of the mat as well as the shoulders. So let's take an inhale, push the feet into the hands, draw those shoulders back, start to lift the front body and the back body, and lift. Keep control of the breath so you're not rocking and rolling on the ribs. And lower. Last one here, take an inhale. As you do, push the feet to the hands, chest is lifting, feet are lifting, and lower down. Make a pillow with the hands, windscreen wiper those legs from side to side. Releasing off any tension that might have gathered in the lower back. Okay, from here, take the feet nice and flat. I'm going to take the hands underneath, the right hand underneath the face. As we do that, we're up on the forearm of that right arm. Draw that left foot in towards you. Just take hold of the foot. Push those hips down. Find that quad stretch. We've already worked through our quads, but they carry so much for us. Really nice to stretch them out. And then switch out. Left hand comes down, this time right hand takes the shoelace side of that right foot. Allow the shoulder to roll back. Again, imagining belly button coming forward to create some space through the spine. And then lower. We're going to come down, just take the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. Elbows to the back of the room, engage through the core and the glutes. We're going to lift up through plank in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, you know what your plank looks like. You have been here before. We're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the knees down, back into our table. Okay. So from here, we're going to take the right arm high, bring the chest to the right, and then thread that right hand underneath the left. Push the hand down into the mat, find a shoulder stretch. Open to the right hand side, and then close it off for 2. We're going to go for 5. Open out for 3, for 4, and 5. Keep it lifted. This time round, as we lower the hand down, we're going to come into thread the needle. So threading that right hand underneath the left, come to rest on the right shoulder. Left hand can come away from you, spider up the fingertips, and then that left leg can extend away, pushing through the heel. Okay, left knee drops down, hand comes back, push down. Let's go on the other side, back into your table. All right then, this time round, lifting through the left side to lift, thread underneath the right, push into the palm, find that shoulder stretch. Open to the left, close it off. So number 3, let's open to the left and close it off. 2 more. Open out, close it down, and last one as we open it out, hold it here, and then let's close it off. Left hand threads underneath right, resting on top of that left shoulder. Walk the right hand away, maybe spidering up those fingertips, and then when you're ready, you can extend through that right leg if it feels good. Okay, bend that right knee back in, bring that right hand back in, draw the left arm out. Come back into your table. From here, we're going to cross over the ankles, come to sit back on the feet, and then just shift the body forward. Sitting up nice and tall. He's going to do a little bit of core work because it feels rude not to. So sitting up tall, use your block, place it between your knees, okay? We're going to take the hands just alongside the knees, and we're going to start to just roll back. Imagine touching the lower spine bit by bit on the mat, and then bring yourself all the way back up. The slower, the better, because it'll be more controlled, but you're the boss, do as you please. Here we go, sitting up nice and tall, open through the chest, engage the core, roll down, not all the way, it's fine, and then we're just going to go for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7. Try and use the strength rather than momentum, okay? So the slower we go, the less momentum we have. I think we're on 5. Sorry if I've miscounted. And 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Nice. Remove the block. Just grab those knees. Allow the spine to round as you start to push the forearms against those shins. Chest to, not chest, what's the word? Chin to chest, that's the one. Take a nice length through the neck. Okay, coming back up. And then from here, we're going to find our boat. So lift those shins, take the hands alongside you, and then keep that chest lifted, nice and open. We're going to take the right toes down, lift, and the left, and we're just going to alternate one at a time. That's all, no biggie. Keep the chest lifted, keep the chest open, keep the core engaged. Okay, when you're ready, come back to the top. This time we're going to extend the right leg away, bring it in. Left leg away, bring it in. Just repeating one at a time, keeping that core switched on and keeping your chest lifted. We don't want to see any rounding through the spine here. We want to see control. Okay, take your last one. Pause here. We're going to hold it for 5. Keep the chest lifted. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the feet down. Bring that chest in towards the knees. Allow the spine to round. Okay, nice and slowly lowering down through your mat. It doesn't matter how you get down there. Taking a moment. We're going to take the feet flat, so the knees are pointing to the ceiling. Take the hands away from you. We're just going to drop the knees to the right side, take the gaze to the left. Using this as an opportunity just to allow the breath to settle. And then the knees to center, gaze to the right side as the knees drop over to the left with control. And then back to your center. We're going to finish off with a happy baby. We're going to draw those knees in towards you. Take the hands to the outside of the feet. The outside of the feet. Draw those knees in towards the armpits. And I want you to visualize the length of the spine. So those sit bones are heading towards that front wall. And then we want to make sure that that chin is just slightly dipped to lengthen the neck. Crown of the head is reaching towards the top wall. Chest open, shoulders back. The shoulders are touching the mat if they can be. And then releasing, the right leg is going to come over the top of the left. Draw the knees in towards you, grabbing hold of whatever is available. Maybe the shins, maybe the feet, maybe the ankles, whatever you've got. Maybe drawing forehead in towards those knees, or maybe not, doesn't matter. If you find that you're living in a slightly tighter body right now, you can always use straps to just grab those feet for you if you feel your arms aren't quite long enough. Let's switch it out. Take the left leg over the top of the right, cross those legs, and then same again, drawing those knees in towards you with whatever you have available to take hold of. And then releasing. And then finally draw yourself into a tight ball. Bring the forehead to the knees, round yourself up. And then extend the legs away, finding a place where you would be happy to lay for the next few minutes in a relaxation. This is a good time to remove any distractions. Finding a comfortable position for your body. Allowing the eyes to close, or at least softening the gaze. And noticing the natural pattern of your breath. A gentle inhale and exhale. Settling into its own rhythm. Breathing in and breathing out. Take a deep breath in through your nose, release your exhale, noticing how your lungs are expanding, then gently contract. Perhaps you notice the cooling sensation against the skin as your breath releases. And now, just gently bringing your awareness to your surroundings. I want you to visualize the birds singing, maybe the gentle rustling of some leaves, just as they're dancing on that light, soft breeze. Allow a moment to enjoy those familiar sounds. You've heard them so many times before, yet they are still pretty special. And now, turning your gaze inwards on yourself, softening every muscle in the body. Say goodbye to that tension and surrender to the quiet. Notice if your body is trying to tell you something. Are you holding tension somewhere? Give your body permission to relax. Direct your breath to that tightness. And with the exhale, allow a release. You might notice that your mind begins to wander. Thoughts might arrive, and as they do, acknowledge them, and then just send them on their way. Knowing that it is okay to relax. It is okay to give yourself some time. Starting to bring your attention back to your body, returning to your breath as an anchor to keep you grounded in the moment. Breathe in and breathe out. As you relax further, you notice your breath lengthening, your exhales growing longer each time. Take a moment in these final moments to take a body scan from your feet all the way up to the crown of the head, stopping at parts of the body that connect to the mat. Noticing the signs that your body is telling you feeling gratitude for the movements that you have been able to do today. Breathing in and then breathing out. It's that time to start to bring your awareness back to the wider world. But before we do, give yourself a moment to remember your intention from the beginning of class today. Pay attention to it. Enjoy it. Hold it there in your mind's eye. And just sit and breathe with it for a moment or two. By the end of class today, I would like you to feel relaxed, nurtured, and peaceful. Knowing that you have looked after yourself means that you are able to continue looking after everybody that depends on you. Be grateful for the time that you have given yourself today. You're going to start to very gently awaken the body. Wiggle those toes and those fingertips. Maybe start to sway from side to side, or maybe lengthen through one side of the body, then the other. And then slowly, carefully, when you're ready, you can come back up to a seated position, and I will be there.